Good morning for another Rev Talk. I was just talking with Reverend Kim earlier, and I, I I don't know what made me think of it. And I told her I think we should talk about this. And it was, when did the holidays become so materialistic? It used to be families get together, you just, had a good meal together. And now it's you got to bring something, you got to buy something. And then the next day, something came up from the Dalai Lama, and I said it to Kim to see what she thought about talking about it. And she says, that's a good subject. So let's see what that says.
Yes, because technology has been very glitchy lately.
Yes.
So I haven't, what you sent me from the Dalai Lama is people were created to be loved. Things were created to be used. The reason why the world is in chaos is because things are being loved and people are being used. And there is something to be said about that, that's for sure. I don't think it is uh, a given with everybody, obviously. You know, the broad stroke kind of generalization is a trigger for me because
Oh, yes.
because it's like, okay, I haven't met everybody on the planet, so I can't say everybody's like this. However, there is that shift of people wanting to accumulate things and not necessarily thinking of a person. Or I reference myself in that my family always gave me presents that they really liked, not necessarily
They liked.
what I needed or what I wanted. It was always there are a lot of examples of that, and I won't go into it. But at one point I just realized, huh, oh, okay, okay. So it doesn't matter what I want or need. It matters that they really like this thing and they're giving it to me, which I suppose is another telling thing about gift giving. I guess it's a good thing that they thought enough that they really like this and they thought I would like it, so they gave it to me rather than, oh, well, she'll like it just because we give it to her.
Oh, that's a good.
You know? So there is that we get very caught up again in the holidays, which are coming up. Next week, Thanksgiving, and after that, the chaos
Christmas.
or more chaos begins. Um, it is a lot of fun. There is an awful lot of pressure, I think, nowadays more than before, to, I don't want to say outdo, but to really, gift and gift and gift. And you and I were talking earlier, the necessity thing. We used to joke about this in my family that we got socks and underwear. Every year we got socks and underwear. And we got other gifts too, but it was the socks and underwear that became the joke. And then when we got older and we were in our own places, I think my mom said, "You're on your own now. You can buy your own socks and underwear." And I was kind of like, "Oh, okay. I kind of miss socks and underwear now."
You do because you always need them.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah. Yeah. Something
So
you always need.
so there is that aspect of things becoming more important than people. I don't want to flat out say that's the way everybody treats things. It does seem to be a little more prevalent though. What do you think?
Well, I was just listening to the great grandkids and the grandkids, and it's what is advertised that pops in their minds. And then they've got to have it, the subliminal. It's like, oh, I have to have this, and that La Boo Boo or whatever that doll is. It's really popular now from Asia. And it's they're losing their identity and what they enjoy. Society is telling you what you should enjoy.
Okay.
And I went to my granddaughter's house yesterday. We pulled in the driveway and she had a metal thing on the fence that had, I think, it was a condo, 8 bedrooms upstairs and 8 bedrooms downstairs. And I asked Lindsay, I go, what is this? It's so adorable. She goes, oh, Cody made that for Lacey. So Lacey takes me out and she doesn't have a voice right now and explaining it's her fairy garden.
Oh,
Every one of those things she has saved, particular little things that we've collected over the years for the fairies, and each room has a theme.
oh,
And I was just so taken back. And she saved the last room for a forest room, like with all my critters. Like over at our house, how we have the critters, and she has critters in Lasertown. And it's just she is so creative. But then again, here comes Christmas, and by the eighth present, they're so bored they don't even want to open anymore. But it's all the stuff that we think you're gonna like. But this little girl sees what she likes,
mm-hmm.
and it's she appreciates it, I guess is the word.
Okay.
And then I think when you're together in the environment like that, we do things together with that environment.
Right.
And we always, when I go to her house, we find the fairies in the room. She has a fairy bedroom. We have little houses for them. And we've always talked about that. And that's just our thing, where some kids don't have that. They get the socks, the underwear, and then they get 10 million things that the TV told them they wanted. But
Right.
because of all the peripherals now and all the iPads and things, it there's no interaction. And what I noticed, it was really, really sad to me on this trip down here. Both Ray and I sat on our phones playing games,
Mm-hmm.
waiting for the plane, not talking, nothing. We were playing, and on the plane, same thing.
Well, when I went out to see you, um, there was a young man sitting next to me who, and of course, I can't read or do anything on a plane because I
Oh,
get motion sickness. So for me, it's mainly I sleep. And of course, the first leg was like
yeah.
really early in the morning. And I realized at one point that I did what, they always joke about in the movies where my head was low back. I was drooling and I snored.
Oh, oh my
When
gosh.
I woke up, I was like, oh, yes, that's attractive. Thank you so much for that. There was a young man, though, that spent the whole trip, I think from Dallas Fort Worth to Spokane, the whole time on his phone, on his phone, on his phone, on his phone. I remember one leg of the trip I had a conversation with a woman who, created these acrylic um, cutting boards and things like that. And it was a fascinating conversation. So there's like two different spectrums of communication there, where one chooses just to focus on what they're doing
Electronics.
on the phone and having a conversation with somebody. And of course, me being an introvert, having a conversation with somebody was kind of out of my comfort zone, but she was a lovely person, so it worked out very well. So
This is what we're losing, the
there
personal
is
touch.
that balance
Mhm.
that is much more difficult to establish with I don't want to say with everybody in the younger generation, because, and I just was reminded of this, today is World Hello Day. The
Oh,
21st of November is World Hello Day, and it was established by two oh, I don't know if they were if they're brothers or two friends. They sent letters out in 7 different languages to all the dignitaries and high people around the world, asking them to join in World Hello Day because communication is so important. And just saying hello to somebody can mean everything to that person. And I thought that was very interesting. And so it's kind of the same. Maybe we're being tasked to bring that back or to do that, to just say hello to somebody. Doesn't take much effort to be able to do that. So you greet somebody, and it could be the most important contact they have in that day. You don't know. But
Well,
reaching out,
that exactly is what we're talking about. We've lost the personal touch, communication versus obsession with something.
right.
We
Well,
we no longer do that.
not all of us. I'll say that. Not, I mean, not all of us. There are those of us that are aware about the communication, and so we continue that. My hope is that when we continue that, that's going to get picked up because it's going to make somebody feel good. And who doesn't want to feel good?
Yes,
You know,
that's our purpose.
yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I agree. And I think now is the time to bring that out. You try
Well,
to go shopping at Christmas, you say hello to somebody, and that you're fighting over whatever they want to get. Nobody's friendly at Christmas time. So we need to go out and make it friendly. Peoply, though.
as 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 best you can,
Yes.
let's
Yeah.
let's not start any kind of fights by, being friendly. Some
Yes.
people are reaching their tether as far as patience is concerned. And of course, again, that's the other thing. We don't know what they've gone through when we reach them.
Hmm.
So to just, you know,
Hello. That's enough. Bye.
give them a give them a hello and good morning, good afternoon, whatever, and and if they're not necessarily receptive, to understand that it's not personal, which
That's one of the agreements.
sometimes I have a difficult time with that one. All of a sudden somebody snaps at me and I was like, what? I didn't do anything wrong. So not to take it personally. You're absolutely right. That is, one of the steps, isn't it? Or the tenets
Yeah,
or
the four agreements.
or
Hmm.
agreements. Yes. Thank you for that. Thank you. So yeah, that's it is. It's grain of salt kind of take things with a grain of salt and to remind yourself to not just be gentle with yourself, but to be gentle with other people. And when you're
Yes.
going to say hello to somebody, just say hello to somebody because it's what you want to do, not that you're expecting something in return.
That's right.
Yeah.
We be the light.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And hopefully somebody doesn't try to blow out our candle.
Yep. But that I think it's really important to be the light.
Yes,
Like you say, everybody is in a different place, and just to have a friendly nod sometimes makes their whole day.
absolutely. I agree. That's good. That's good. So what do you think, my dear?
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I did do a deep dive into why do we say Merry Christmas here?
Oh,
And in the UK, they say Happy Holidays or
mhm.
Happy Christmas. And it's because merry means jovial, drinking, partying, where happy means just enjoy life. You
Oh, that's
don't have to drink to be happy. And I thought, well, that's nice. It was kind of the aristocrats said it, and they were always, above us.
right.
But principles, really, I never thought of it that way.
Oh, that's interesting. I do like that. I do. It's kind of like giving somebody a blessing,
Yes.
you know? So that's something to think about as well. Blessing somebody with a
Happy
happy
holiday.
Christmas or a happy holidays or and so in the next coming weeks, we'll see how you and I manage to not be frazzled by the happy holidays.
Oh gosh. Oh,
Oh, so we want to remind everybody, and we want to thank you for joining us on another Rev Talk. And to remind you to be gentle with yourself and to be kind to yourself and to remember that you are unique in all the universe. There will never be another just like you in all of space and time. You are powerful, you are cherished, and you are loved. And without you, the song of the universe would be incomplete. Until next time, my friends, be well.